Hi, I'm David with Nomadic RV Living, and today I'm going to show you how to install window screens for your SUV, van, or car. This is called no seeum netting. I had no idea what no seums were until I started this whole RV stuff, but apparently there's very small bugs that bite, versus this is typical screens. You can see the difference. This is, I don't know how strong this is. It's very fine though. Maybe it's resistance to tears, I don't know. This is typical screen. So what I used for this project, of course, was this no seam netting. You can use this standard stuff you can buy at your local hardware store. This I had to buy online. It is no seam netting. It is 54 by 60. Got it on Amazon. I'll put a link below. I have a little left over, but there's really only enough for two windows, with two windows that I use, because you want to make sure you have enough left over. The other thing I use for this project is it's magnetic, flexible stuff. It's really easy to cut, 100 feet. I'll show you the package. Let's see, it's 100 feet long, plenty more than you need. 3/4 inches wide and 0.06 millimeters, centimeters, I don't know, thick. It's not real thick. It's not real strong either. So you really have to use a lot of it, but if you use enough of it, it works. So I show what I did, a little different. My idea was for stealth. Typically what you can do is just cut a screen around the edge of your window like that, and then put these round magnets around the outside. Works great, simple, effective, take it down, put it up easily. You could use that same stuff that I use, but you probably would have to put long strips around the edges to hold it in place, because it gets not real strong, but it does work. But the round magnets probably are much better, smaller, more efficient, easier to store. So if you can do the outside, I'd recommend just your typical round magnets you can buy. Again, my idea was stealth, so having a screen on the outside doesn't work too well. So here's what I did. I'll show you the finished product in a second. Essentially what you can do is, if this is all metal, if you have metal in here, you can basically put the screen on the inside and put your magnets, those round small magnets on the inside. That'll work, but I don't have metal. What I do have is metal up here. And so what I did was I cut these strips. Again, they're not real strong, but when you have all this around the window and the back side here, it holds the netting in place. The other thing that I did was down here, there's a little channel. And what I did was, and there's a couple options. This is the stuff from the window screen kit that I used. And essentially, I put it in here and this channel, and to shove it in. I can use my fingers, but I also have this tool that came with the screen kit, so you can kind of push it down in there. It holds the netting in place. My concern was, these are newly tinted windows. It was not cheap. I got the really good quality, I think it's called ceramic tint. And my concern was, would putting pressure down in this channel shove this against this window too much, to the point where it would scrape this. I tried it. It does not appear to be putting too much pressure. Maybe because the netting is so thin. If I use the thicker screen, maybe it would. One option is instead of using the channel, I could always put like painter's tape down here to tape it in place, something that can be easily removed. How long does that hold up on? I guess this is probably vinyl. How would it withstand the heat? Don't know. But for now I'm using the netting, and I'll show you kind of the finished product. Okay, here's with the window down. Now, obviously I probably won't sleep with the window down that much unless I feel really safe where I'm parked for animals or people, but depending on where I'm parked I can always roll it up. But so here's the finished product. You can't really, it's hardly even to see. It's in there very sturdy. So what I did was, here's the finished product. Essentially I cut the magnets around the outside, cut it. Here's it's installed in the channel. Again, I could use I could cut this shorter and put painter's tape down there, hold it in place. Got the magnets all the way around. So with enough of this stuff, it holds it in place securely. Again, that's what it looks like with it up. So you really can't tell. And normally I might have the window up higher, but it just depends. But again, you can't, with the window rolled up, you can't even tell it's there. So again, just a great idea for stealthiness. It's a little more cumbersome, but than using the magnets on the outside. So it really depends on what your goal is. Anyway, hope this helps. Have a great day.